Buenos dias, saludos. What's cracking, everybody? Today is a slow day. I am doing some work, but not nearly what I've been doing. I gotta go get a haircut now. Anyways, we have about 2 more days of work. Should be done, hopefully. I don't think it's gonna be more than 2 days. I think it's probably like a day and a half of work. Um, Not really too worried about it, but I'm sore as fuck. Too old for this shit, but we gotta do what we gotta do, right? I don't have money to be paying people. Anyways, I want to address something. I seen Dubs. Shout out to Dubs. Uh, no disrespect. There's a little bit of a I'm gonna kind of speak on something he spoke on and maybe bring some clarification to it. Dubs spoke about LA County Jail, a saying that we have in LA County Jail, that if you survive LA County Jail, you can survive anywhere, any prison. And he thought it was funny. He thought it was funny, and it really isn't. Uh, let's put it like this, and I don't mean no offense to Dubs. I'm sure he's been through the ringer and back. But the simple fact of the matter is, if you've never been to LA County Jail, then you can never understand what's happening in LA County Jail, right? Without getting into politics and all that bullshit. Uh, LA County Jail is a very violent place. You couldn't even care. You couldn't even compare LA County Jail to the prison system. Yes, they do have violence at those prison systems, especially in those 180s, the level fours. And they're very serious. But LA County Jail would be off the hook. LA County Jail, I don't know if it's because it's just a war zone. You can't never relax. In LA County Jail, it's like when you go to bed, right? You go in your bunk, you're going to sleep, everybody's going to sleep. You literally can jump out of your bed and into your shoes. You place your shoes in a position to get your shoes on immediately. That's how bad and how random violence is in LA County Jail. Bunch of different races, a bunch of different politics, a bunch of different everything. So when somebody does say you can survive LA County Jail, you can pretty much survive any prison, I really believe that's true. The thing about prison is when you go to prison, you kind of relaxed. I know that sounds funny going into prison, right? You're going to be relaxed. But I know when I was in LA County, I was there almost 2 years. And I begged to go to prison. I was waiting. I was so fed up with LA County because it's a constant thing. There is no relaxation in LA County Jail. And I don't know if Dubs knows that, and I don't think he can ever understand that because he's never been there, truthfully. And not to say anything bad against him, not to say he couldn't handle it. No, nothing. It's just if you have never been to LA County Jail, then you can't imagine the way it is. People could tell you about it all day long, and you would never get that true sensation of what it's like in LA County Jail. So, if somebody were to go with that same mentality they had in LA County Jail, they're going to blow through the system in any joint. But it's the fact that they get loose when they hit the joint because they get to relax a little bit. It's not as violent. It's not as bad, especially if you're in cell living. If you're in a cell living, you have to worry about your cellie. You know what I mean? It's one person. But if you got a decent cellie and you can kind of relax a little bit, so it's cool. Once those doors close, you know you're safe for a little bit. LA County Jail is not like that. LA County Jail is constant movement, constant violence, riots, murders. There's murders like galore in LA County Jail. And like I said, unless you've really been there, you can't possibly imagine what it's like. And you can't compare it to anywhere else. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I know a lot of people feel the same way Dubs feels. But those are all the people that are not from LA County. And I'm not saying this because I'm from LA County. I'm saying this because I lived in that same place for 2 years. And it was far worse in LA County than it ever was in prison. Prison is a little bit more slow pace. A little wiggle room. Over here in county jail, there is no wiggle room. There is no slow pace. Everything's fast. Everything's quick, and everything's dangerous. That's just my little spill on it. So, you know, when I've heard people, and if you don't believe me, you can ask anybody that's been in the system and that's been in LA County Jail. They'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you. You know what I mean? But if you talk to somebody from a different outside LA County, they're going to tell you it's not that bad. It's just county jail. No, LA County Jail is just not LA County. It's just not a jail, county jail. It's a breeding ground. And it's violent as hell, dangerous as hell. And if you were to keep that same mentality that you had in LA County Jail and went to prison, you would have no problems. I guarantee it. It's just you get loose in the joint, you get loose in prison and start to relax a little bit, play the game a little bit different. Versus LA County, there is no difference. You fast go, foot on the pedal, and let's roll. Just my opinion. I don't mean to offend nobody. I don't mean to offend Dubs. I don't need nothing like that. All it is I'm just trying to give you the righteous information. Have a good one, you guys. Bye-bye.